Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romanza 3 Kingdoms 14 on the Mysterious JG. The coalition to end Zhong Mania has finally got people marching out of all these different forces. Ma Tang had been the only one doing much of anything, but we took him out. And then I provoked Liu Zhang by attacking Bai Shui Gate unsuccessfully, which has caused him to launch a bit of a counterattack. Char styles. But Sun Ce has elected to re-ally with us, even if he's not really being that... he's not doing much to help us, but... Alliance member Liu Qi here has decided he wants to try to attack Sun Ce. So this will eventually be of some help to us. Because, yeah, his, we've got, I guess they just took over the Zodiac Man from the land of Yin Yang here. No, it looks like Yi Yang has been taken by, I don't know, they might have used a tactic to just take it over without sending troops. But that cut off these guys from their food supplies. It's kind of interesting. Or maybe... they could be in trouble. Guiyang only has 3,000 troops in it. So I'm wondering what exactly happened here. It seems like I missed some kind of combat or something. But these units, like, you might have been in combat with somebody at some point. Yi Yang got taken at some point. I don't know what's going on exactly. But I did think one thing we are actually going to be able to do is next time Froxus Nilak will be requesting since the army launch an attack, which they might actually do. Because it would be nice if they took Wu Ling. I don't think we're ever going to fight Sun Ce army. Sun Ce has actually extended alliances with us, which means my headcanon is intact that for Yuan Shu, he still thinks of Sun Ce as being his vassal, even if he isn't. And that if we go to war, it'll be with Sun Xuan, because we're only about a year away. That's like 500 videos at the rate at which we move, but we're only about a year away from Sun Ce dying due to plot weirdness and sorcerers. That is literally, he is going to die because of a sorcerer in the story. But for now, people are asking in the comments, hey, once we beat Yuan Shao, is this thing really over? Guys, it's been over. I mean, I would argue that when we took Zhu Chang and Chen Liu both, we basically had won the game at that point. We could have seen things go poorly in fights against guys like Liu Bei or Ma Tang. We've been at a point now where any kind of major defeats we have are just going to slow us down. Nobody can actually stop us at this point. If everyone were to ally against us, including Sun Ce, I would have some real trouble holding them off. But the coalition would conk out, and once it was, once they were no longer aligned against me, I would start clawing back my losses. But yeah, the coalitions in RTK games are an interesting challenge to overcome. Like RTK 12, I remember having... We had become this unstoppable juggernaut under Lu Bu, as the Lu Bu force. I guess that was RTK 13, not 12, excuse me. And then the coalition came, and we lost territories. Like, I reached a point I could not hold on all fronts simultaneously, but we just had to take them back after the coalition ended. This time I don't expect to lose anything to the coalition, but if I do, it's not impossible, because I do have some places where like Hanzhong doesn't have the troop counts it should, because I threw a bunch of troops away in a fruitless attack on Bai Shui Gate, and I lost a bunch of troops because Zhang Lu got cut off and his morale went to zero, and basically his troops deserted. So they weren't defeated in combat, but that was a large unit, the purpose of which was to conquer territory and quickly get Yin Ping here, providing us gold and food, etc., and instead it just turned into this thing where we lost a whole bunch of troops. To quote a documentary I saw once on the Battle of the Bulge, it was sucking off troops. So, I don't know, did we do our domestic stuff last time? Looks like we did. And we may have actually hit a point where there's no one to reward. It might just be that I have lots of orders left over, but it's time to start an action turn. Matter of fact, I think that's where we are. So Lita's grandma's not deployed. He's the exception to our rule here. I think that fights against Yuan Shu will be the most important overall. So these guys are going to get defeated. And it's a matter of whether or not I have enough left to counterattack. Tolpanzer is also... he could be in for trouble. I don't like the idea of having him retreat. Let's see, 520, 1039, 650, 650. Things could get real interesting for Tolpanzer. I kind of wish I could split my attention a bit better than I can right now. Because I want to hold Tolpanzer's, I can have him use a tactic, but I want to wait and have him use it once we are in control of, or once he's fighting that larger enemy unit that's on the way. Alright, Tolpanzer, hope you don't mind. But we're going to start off taking a look at the situation here with Yuan Shu. Please rejoice, we were successful in lowering the morale of Yuan Shu's army's Chunyu Qiang unit by 19. Actually, our plan is successful. Li Tong unit has been restrained. We'll find victory with our own eyes. We will attack Yuan Shao's unit. Yuan Shao is getting crushed. So we'll take a look and see. Okay. Let's see, Peerlet. Damage allied defense increase, damage allied assault increase, damage all enemy abilities decreased. Let's use Heavenly Deception on a guy. Tolpanzer, the Heavenly Deception. Yeah, you were allowed to believe that you had a chance of winning. Bijou has visited Maji. Would you consider serving our army? I have a present for you, but I'm not going to show it to you until you say yes. Understand. Very well. Show me the present. Bijou's Cha has increased. Okay, so Tolpanzer's situation is going to get a lot better when he defeats Lei Tong, and I kind of wish now I'd used the tactic against him. Yeah, Yuan Shao is pretty much wiped out already. And Jiang Yiku is not going to do much better. I think they are boned. Now it is time to enter negotiations with Sun Tzu. You just sit back and wait for the good news. I, Froxus Nilak, have come today as an emissary for my Lord Yuan Shu to speak with you. What matter do we need to discuss? I will hear what you have to say. By the way, if you like the way I'm riding a horse around inside my own palace, we have a request. Please attack Wu Ling. Please make your decision only after giving it careful consideration. This donut is so good. Very well, we shall show you the strength of our army. I'm grateful for your compassion. I'm talking about strength, not compassion. What the hell? Relations between Zhong and Sun Tzu army have become friendly. Oh, I guess we lose friendliness with them when they do stuff. Anyway, Yuan Shu has been defeated, or Yuan Shao rather. Yuan Shu is never, ever, ever going to actually be leading troops. According to rumors, as if I bind with Liu Yang, should we have a look? Yuan Shao army has their forces marching towards Beihai. We have to do something and fast. Liu Qi army is currently advancing towards Xiangjia. We need to plan immediately. Liu Zhang army has an army heading towards Hanzhong. We can't just sit back and relax. We got recruited some people. Vulture Bean has arrived in a new city. Sun Tzu has agreed to send troops. There are no action reports. Zhong's order has... Oh, Zitong's order has fallen to 95. Guess they are doing... So they are using their special tactics to try and disrupt us. We've got various people are transferring or returning. I just want to see what these guys do. Where are you going? The Riza. She is heading for Jinling. Well, I was waiting for Vulture Bean to get here so that she could have a siege unit march out. Where did they say they're going to attack? They're probably attacking Wu Ling. Chai Shang might march against Jiangling. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. These guys are not particularly impressive unit. These guys significantly more impressive. We do have Gan Ning heading down to support. Rafty. Okay. Alright, so these invasions do take a while. Let's, I think maybe we can wait and march out of Xiangjia. Ah, the hell. Let's get out there. We'll have Liu Jia and Vulture Bean. Vulture Beam with a big ass catapult unit, you with a big ass arrow unit. Okay, so I don't actually want Vulture Beam to get into combat with the Rizza here, but if Liu Hua can engage the Rizza and just hold long enough for Samuel Parr and Zhu Q, eventually whatever's left of these armies after they dispatch Liu Qi's armies, we're taking Xiangyang. So Vulture Beam, we're going to try to avoid getting her in combat. Now, once we've taken Xiangyang, it's very possible that Jiangling will march to try to help. And that could turn into a big-ass fight, because Jiangling is basically Yuki's entire army is there. Like, the vast, vast majority of his forces. It's by far his biggest city. It would be nice if Sun Tzu would get a move on with this attack he said he was going to do, but we'll see what actually happens there. Computer likes to focus its troops in like a couple of cities, and for them it's Chai Sang. Another thing I could do is I could try... Oh, people. Reward. Let's do sanctions first in case people want to do banquets. Banquet. Go for Yuki's army, Zhao Yan unit in flames. It's worth trying. As well as sabotage. And I will, I have a plan to restrain Zhang He, who is the most famous, like, in the Dynasty Warriors games for this bizarre, fruity, weird, effete. He's just, they don't really say for sure whether he's supposed to be homosexual, but he's this incredibly effete character in Dynasty Warriors for some reason. I don't know what that has to do with the real-life historical figure. In the novel, he's this capable general of Yuan Shao's who gets treated like crap and is happy to side with Cao Cao when the time comes. There's a lot of that sort of thing. Didn't see any investment. Don't really see anything I'm that excited about here. So we'll just stick with Taigen Sasai, because when it says Y's there, I always figure it's worth listening to them for some reason. Event-wise, Fall of Lubu can't happen the way that it's supposed to. Liu Bei doesn't have a force. Clash of the Titans. This is never happening because Cao Cao has already been defeated. Death of Sun Tzu. Just waiting for further time to pass. Okay, so we still have people to reward. He'll gladly accept it. Let's go ahead and get more gold heading to our headquarters, since I'm spending pretty freely right now. Xu Cheng has 17k gold. Okay. Shotun always seemed to be short on gold, but I just moved a very pricey officer, and Vulture Bean has moved out of there, so they might be a little less over the top expensive right now. Hopefully we have enough food for all these invading armies. That's an easy thing to lose track of, unfortunately. Alright, so you're... we're going to want you working on money again. See, there's all these characters. We got the Riza, and so does Liu Qi, because some of these anime characters, I guess there's more than one version of them hanging around. Sampar is, an unusual move for him, is actually leading troops right now. We'll keep Puyang leveling up nice and evenly here. He's famous. It's annoying to have lost this port, even just temporarily. So these guys should defeat, basically I'm having them defeat Jiang Yiku, and then they're just going to move towards Port Yangjing. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we got shooting. Well, it's been quiet for the last many videos, but he is leading a big ass group of troops. Ping Yuan is basically boned. Ye will fall too. It's going to take longer. Sure. I'm just sort of surrounding to avoid trying to create a situation where I'm not going to run into issues with supply lines getting cut. Because I'm very wary of that after what happened with Zhang Lu. Okay, I guess I'll keep checking everybody's cores here. Can work on agriculture. You're not particularly good at that. Is there somebody here who's better? Not much better, but better. You guys are in the middle of transferring out, so. What is his deal again, Luo Gi? I feel like he's a famous guy in the novel. Hermit of Mount Zhongnan, also known as Mengmei. Call me Mingmei. If I sought out to build a castle of ice in defense against small Chao's attack at Wei Shui, official history, this is a brilliant strategist praised by Cao Cao but put to death for speaking rudely. Okay, never mind. He wanted to build a castle made of ice. Interesting. Looks stupid. You're real close to being ready for new orders at your domestic core, but... Yeah, look at all those supplies in Zhong. Clifford the big red dog, you just keep doing what you're doing, man. Alright. That should make it so that we kick everyone's butt. If they actually continue to march up here where they said they were marching. They may change their mind and decide they're going to go to Jinling instead. They are, but I think they're trying to get their overland, which means they're going to get killed by us. And by us, I mean Fang Jiao and Lethal Feline there. Well, I don't think there's anything else to be done here. Somebody was pointing out to me why I can't build super ships. For some reason it's under personnel. But I'm not really that worried about it. Be nice to get, yeah, the people who are actually in charge of cities basically have 100 loyalties. This ain't working. It would still be fun to get, take more than some scheme to drive Lu Bu to independence. Really, it seems like that's kind of, what his whole deal was, being convinced to, declare independence and attack his lord. That was kind of his whole thing. Is there anybody else to employ that we don't already have? I guess we got all the prisoners eventually. Do a search. She did say there was some place or other had a treasure to be found. Yeah, Luoyang it was. Duji will surely return with good news. I'll get the rest of you guys to search too. You're the governor of Puyang. Let's leave you out of it, but we'll get the rest of you guys to search who are not currently in charge of the core any place. Well, Vulture Bobo's back. We could get him to march. He's not even an overseer right now. Let's have Vulture Bobo just head straight for one of their cities. Somewhere between now and the time he actually gets there. If we're ready, then it's on to the floor. But before he actually gets there, I mean, I'm sure I'll give him some different orders, but... You never did take out Gongzung Zan, man. You should have finished off Gongzung Zan. Oh well. Is there any other city that I intended to march out of that I didn't march out of? No, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to call it a video here. when we come back next time, Panzer will continue to hold the line. Hold the line! He will continue to hold the line against the evil forces of the Decepticons. I mean, Liu Zhang. And, sorry, this is a very leisurely sort of video. I'm really taking my time. But, yeah, we're fighting, like, every member of the coalition that's still standing. We're fighting them all at once, probably, in the next video. The only one that we're not in active combat with is Liu Qi, because his troops haven't reached us yet. So we'll see if we can whoop their ass next time. Bye-bye.